Marquette University Law School conducted 7 polls this year, focused on the race for the White House, and all were within the margin of error. In some cases, Donald Trump was leading, and in others, Joe Biden or Kamala Harris were ahead. With less than a week to go, Charles Franklin says the race this year is as close as the polls are showing.
No one should be surprised if Donald Trump wins, and no one should be surprised if Kamala Harris wins. It could easily go either way.
According to Franklin, this year is the first time where the majority of those polled, about 80%, answered their questionnaires online. The remaining 20% of surveys were done over the phone. And while anyone who chooses to participate in the survey can lie, Franklin says it's pretty hard to do, especially since the surveys are about 40 questions long.
I don't say there's never any lying in the surveys, but it's just a lot easier to be honest in them than it is to be a consistent liar in them.
In 2016 and 2020, ahead of Election Day, the polls were favoring Democrats. But as we know, Donald Trump defeated Hillary Clinton in 2016, and 4 years ago, President Biden won by a smaller margin than the polls predicted. The real truth always comes out on Election Day. And this year, if the polls are right, it will come down to those who still haven't made up their mind on who they want to see in the White House.
This year, I think since the polls are so close, the effect on undecideds would be, wow, my vote really counts. I should make up my mind. That wasn't the case in 16, where the polls were showing such a strong Clinton lead that turned out to be false. So I think the polls are going to have a minimal impact this time, except to encourage people to vote just because it shows such a close race.
In Green Bay, Emily Matesic, Fox 11 News.